Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today we're going to be talking about the KPZ 50T. Now, this is a tank that I really want, and I haven't really been able to get my hands around this tank. Now, the thing is that this tank is an absolute monster. It's just super duper strong. I really don't know how to feel about this tank, right? Because this tank is pretty much an E50M, but with crazy good DPM. That's basically what this tank is. And it really doesn't make any sense to me. It's very strong, in my opinion, close to OP, right? Now, if we look at this tank, we can see that the DPM is literally way more than the E50M. The E50M has 3,364, while this tank has almost 3,700. That is a lot. Now, the alpha, again, might be lower, but it still has a much better rate of fire than the E50M. Now, in my opinion, this is something like a Leopard and an E50M. If they had a baby, it would be the Kampfpanzer 50T. I don't think it is as strongly armored, especially on the upper hull, as the E50M, but it still packs a lot of armor, and it also has pretty much identical weapon handling, right? The aim time and dispersion is the same, and overall the speed is also pretty much the same as that of the E50M, but at the same time the power to weight ratio is a little bit worse. So that's going to probably be a problem sometimes, especially because the terrain resistance is going to be worse than on the Leopard and the E50M, but it still doesn't change the fact that this tank is going to be able to speed up to 60 kilometers per hour and run around smacking people up. Now, I really want this tank because firstly, it looks cool, and secondly, I feel like the DPM coupled with the armor and mobility just make this tank an absolute beast. It has 8 degrees of gun depression, a solid turret. Again, this tank can do whatever you want it to do. It can hold a position, it can push, it can play on the front line, second line, whatever it is, the task is going to be completed by the Kampfpanzer 50T. Because the Leopard, for example, is not going to be able to, go haul down and hold a position, because the turret is absolutely going to get smashed. The E50M will not be able to sort of, out DPM a lot of tanks, especially at tier 10 with the 3,300 DPM. But the Kampfpanzer 50T can do that with almost 3,700 DPM. This tank will absolutely shred you to bits, and that is phenomenal. And I feel like you still need to obviously know how to play mediums, because against the heavy tank, I feel like you're just going to completely die unless you're pretty good at the game. Again, that's why I say medium tanks are harder to play compared to heavies, because in a heavy tank you just get into the game and you go forward, use your armor, shoot someone, pew pew, you do some damage, you block some, and it's fine. But this tank is obviously going to be penned by heavies and TDs very easily. So it's mostly the fact that this tank has armor against mediums and lights is the big bonus, right? Because you're going to be going to the medium side and clearing out the mediums, especially in a clinch situation. I feel like this tank is also going to be good, but we're still going to have to test that, because the E50M is the king of clinching. But will the Kampfpanzer 50T be able to clinch as well? We'll have to see, because, this tank does have a few weak spots on the turret, and under an angle, the frontal armor can be penned quite easily, because it does have, that IS-7, IS-3 type frontal armor. But then again, time will tell. Overall, now, I still feel like this is a very strong tank, and I would recommend it to most players in the game. So tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section below. And with that, Happy is out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.